Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to Owensboro, Kentucky. We are the McLean County Sports Network, and we are excited to be bringing you live Week 4 action between your McLean County Cougars and the homestanding Owensboro Catholic Aces. I am Heath Hicks. Alongside me is Drew Crabtree. Say hello, Drew.
Hello, Drew.
Never gets old. It never gets old.
Never gets old.
And, Drew, we are back here at Still Stadium 10.5 months after what most would argue was the biggest game in McLean County football history, if I do say so myself. McLean County taking the 2019 district championship upset victory over the Owensboro Catholic Aces in what was truly a magical night. But things have changed quite a bit in the last 10.5 months, and we have to get ready to play here tonight in this 2020 battle.
Yeah, I mean, you come again. I mean, last season was something phenomenal. I remember being here. Y'all were broadcasting the game. I was a couple rows over. I remember watching that game with my dad. You know, you remember exactly. It was one of those sports moments you remember exactly where you were, who was around you, you know, everything about it. It was me, my dad, my granddad was there. Houston Clark and Adam was right beside me. I mean, it was just, you know, and Peyton Caraway had that terrific block kick. I can see it now. It's right there where the referees are standing, same exact spot. You know, things like that stick with you. And it was just an amazing way to, you know, perfect cherry on top of a season, you know, and then the very next week you go down to Somerset and lose to the eventual state champions. That's nothing to hang your head upon. And I'm glad to see us back here in Steel Stadium again, looking to defend our district championship.
Yes, district champs. I believe it was our 4th district championship, our first since 1992, and we're wanting more. I believe last season McLean County took that step in which talent-wise you might be there, ability-wise you might be there, but last season got them to a point where they believe. And that mentality is really what keeps you in the driver's seat, just like Owensboro Catholic has been for the last 2 decades or more here in our District 2 to a matchup. Yeah, there we go. So anyway, let's go ahead and set the mood for tonight. McLean County and Owensboro Catholic both come into this game 3-0 on the season, first time since 2016 since that's been the case. McLean County is, of course, coached by Zach Wagner. Coach Wagner last week with the win over Hopkins Central, his 44th of his career since he's been at McLean County, and he became the winningest coach in McLean County history, passing Royce Hood, and it was just an awesome moment for an awesome man, and like I said last week and like I'll say right now, we are lucky to have Coach Wagner here at McLean County. He's done great things turning this team around, this program around, and we're looking for more of the same as the future moves on. Owensboro Catholic, on the other hand, is coached by Jason Morris, and ironically, that was Coach Wagner's predecessor at McLean County. Coach Morris was at McLean County in 2012, went 0-10 that season. It was the final season that McLean County went winless in a row, and no love lost between those two or these two programs, that's for sure.
No, and you can tell just the relationship in between Coach Morris and Coach Wagner. These two guys, they're not hanging out at each other's house grilling every weekend, are they?
No, definitely not. They're both feisty. They're both energetic. They're extremely competitive, and you know, I like to think of this as a rivalry, but let's be real. You know, Owensboro Catholic's won 20 of the last 22 times. However, these two teams over the last few years have definitely become or shown themselves to be the premier teams in this district. And tonight is going to have implications that are really going to show us what type of team we have this year at McLean County, what type of team they have over here at Owensboro Catholic, and which one of us are going to kind of separate ourselves from the other.
Yeah, I mean, if you get on the websites, you know, your Bluegrass Preps, your things like that, your Kentucky high school football chat forums and things like that, you see a lot of Eastern Kentucky, a lot of Central Kentucky talk. Not a whole lot out of Western Kentucky. You get your Mayfields, you get your occasional McCracken counties or your Crittenden counties or your Caldwell counties, but the other name on there is Owensboro Catholic, and with Coach Wagner leading the helm, McLean County's starting to get a little recognition, and it's well warranted. I mean, the past couple seasons, you've seen us contending for the district every single year. Last year, winning the district. I mean, the shock the state mentality it's real.
It is real, and talking about how not getting too much love. If you looked at the Bluegrass Preps, which I like looking at Bluegrass Preps because they have given us a little love this year. They are ranking us 9 in Class 2A, with Owensboro Catholic followed at 10. Homer's Radio Network in the area ranks local area teams not by class. They have us at 3. They have Catholic at 4. So everybody believes that whoever wins this game is really going to take a step forward. Except the AP out of Louisville, they have Owensboro Catholic ranked 6th, and I highly doubt anybody from Louisville has watched either of these two teams play to kind of gauge where they should be ranking them.
Yeah, the Louisville teams kind of pretty well stick to themselves. Your Louisvilles, and then they'll reach down to E-Town, so you'll get North Hardin and John Hardin High School. Mm-hmm. But they really like Louisville because of course you have your St. X and your Trinity and your Ballards. And I mean, those are huge programs.
Well, it's really that I-64 corridor, that road that connects Louisville and Lexington and everything in between. And getting outside of that, teams really have to do something. You get a couple in Northern Kentucky, a couple in Western Kentucky, and so on and so forth. Anyway, we're going to go ahead and set this thing up. But before we get to tonight's look-fors and tonight's game notes, we would be remiss if we didn't summarize the meetings between these two teams last year. In Week 7, Owensboro Catholic came to Calhoun and actually whipped us pretty good, beating McLean County 55-21 that night. Already graduated quarterback Drew Hart threw for 408 yards in that one, 7 touchdowns, no interceptions, was pretty much flawless from that quarterback position. And his number one target that night was Braden Mundy, who went for 6 catches, 169 yards, and 2 touchdowns. Drew Hart's might be gone, but Braden Mundy is still here, and he has shown this McLean County team just exactly what he can do on the football field. Go ahead, Drew.
Yeah, last year you saw Drew Hart's. He's a very elite quarterback. There's no doubt about that. But he had these weapons. He had so many weapons like Mundy. Another person that sticks out is Hagan Edge. We saw Hagan Edge in the latter part in Week 12, and you saw him in the playoff games, or Week 12 was the playoff games.
It was Week 12, yeah.
Excuse me. But me being a wide receiver and me being a D-back in high school, that's who I was looking for. I'm guilty of it whenever I come to a game. That's what I watch. I watch the defensive backs. McLean County was playing a cover 3. What that means is they were playing a zone coverage and keeping in their responsibilities, and Hagan Edge was running these very sharp, very clean routes, and that was just in between Harts and Edge, they picked apart the McLean County defense.
Mm-hmm.
However, defense got a little stingy there towards the end of the game, played smart, and wound up coming home with the W. But Drew Harts is not here anymore. But they do have another guy stepping up, Lincoln Clancy. He has had some success in the past season and this season, but that's something we're going to need to slow down is the passing game from Owensboro Catholic.
Oh, most definitely, most definitely. And, thinking about that Week 12 matchup between McLean and Catholic, a lot of people think, McLean just played a magical, perfect game, mistake-free. That wasn't the case. I think muddying up actually bodes well in our favor in this matchup and others. And we'll talk about that here in just a second. But McLean wasn't perfect in that one. They came away 37-36. They did a great job on ball control, and Andrew Munster was key in that. He ran for 117 yards, 2 touchdowns in that one. And in the second half, you had big plays by Landon Cabs. You had big plays by Brady Dame. But it was really Andrew Munster running between the tackles and picking up first down after first down after first down, and eventually a touchdown that led to the go-ahead 2-point conversion by Landon Cabs that won that football game. And our number one look for tonight is actually ball control. And Andrew Munster is going to be key in that. And don't be surprised if Zach Clayton and Lucas Mosey will get involved in that as well.
Yeah, I mean, so we'll use last year as an example. Last year we had Landon Cabs with a lot of good breakaway speed. With this wing tee, it's not exactly a 3 yards in a cloud of dust offense. You're kind of moving the ball all over the place. You're setting up in 10 to 15 formations a game, giving defenses nine kinds of trouble because they don't know what to look for. So last year, you would grind the ball up the middle, up the middle, up the middle. Then you would hit Landon Capps with a sub 4.40 speed on the outside. And, your interior backs and your linemen are gassed because they've just been trying to gang tackle Munster, that they're worn out and they can't catch Capps. They're taking bad pursuit angles. They can't get to him.
It's rocky.
It's rocky, but what I see,
you gotta cut down the tree.
What I see with Braden Piercy is him stepping into that Landon Capps role of having breakaway speed and being able to get to that edge. And with us having Andrew Munster back this season, you can watch him grind the ball up the middle, get behind that big maroon wall, and eat up a lot of this clock.
Yes, and that's what tonight is all about, eating up the clock. And then number 2 on our list tonight is make Owensboro Catholic feel uncomfortable. In that first game at McLean County last year, Drew Hartz, like I said, over 400 yards, 7 touchdowns, 0 turnovers for Owensboro Catholic. And on the flip side, McLean County didn't have any turnovers that game either. So a sloppy game really bodes well for McLean County, and we have to, one, force a couple of turnovers tonight. Got a new quarterback, got some inexperienced guys on the offensive side of the ball for Owensboro Catholic, something that they're not necessarily used to. We got to turn them over, and we got to convert those into points.
Yeah, we have some mean guys on that D line for us. I'd like to see them get back there, every play, at least being in Clancy's face. Just putting hands up, getting close to him, just tapping him sometimes, even a little bit. After he releases the ball, just tap him a little bit, let him know. I'm not saying go out there and rip his head off by any means and get a penalty or anything like that, but, go back there and make your presence known.
Definitely.
Make him feel rushed.
And we have some guys on the defensive line, young guys, some guys that have done a few things here or there. We talked a lot at the beginning of the year about Wes Wells, a junior, Lucas Mosey, a sophomore, Morgan Allgood, a senior. But the one that's really, really shown to be the top performer through these first few weeks is number 56, Gabe Whitmer. Gabe on the year, 19 tackles. I believe he's 4th on the team in total tackles. He has 4.5 tackles for loss, 2 sacks, and it seems like he is in the backfield. He has a nose for the ball. And despite the fact that he's probably the smallest of those when it comes to muscle mass, he's tall and he creates leverage, and I think that's going to bode well for Gabe tonight in this one. We've already touched a little bit on the secondary. Drew was talking about it a little bit ago, but we have to be a bend, don't break secondary tonight. I think in that second matchup in the district championship last year, you saw that. Drew Hart still threw for 300 yards, over 50 of those coming on the last drive there. But really, we limited big plays in that game, and we gave up a lot of things underneath, especially to Hagen Edge. But we have to play similar tonight. Don't let anybody get behind you. Keep all of the receivers in front, and we'll be in good shape. Moving forward, number 4. Differing dimensions. McLean County comes into this game the number 1 rushing offense in Class 2A. I don't think anybody, it's a secret to anybody at this point, McLean County runs the ball. That's what we do.
Yeah, and it's what we do best. Now, there is sometimes where we'll run that halfback pass with Baldwin, and like last year, you saw it here at Steel Stadium. We had a halfback pass from Baldwin with an amazing catch by Brady Dame. Guess what? Those 2 guys are back.
Yeah, and we've been doing that a little bit more. 186 yards through 3 games. That's not much for most teams. For McLean County, averaging over 60 yards a game through the air, that's significant. On the flip side of things, Owensboro Catholic, who has been a predominantly pass-oriented offense, is more balanced this year. They're actually about 50-50 run to pass. Now, some of that, especially the last 2 games, is the result of them being ahead by a lot of points. But coming into this one, they've ran for 582 yards, and they've thrown for 513. So we're going to see a little bit of a different Owensboro Catholic than we're used to this evening.
Yeah, looking at the hard stats with looking on KHSAA's website earlier, Catholic has been up by a lot against their opponents. And for them to only have 582 rushing yards, that's not impressive to me whatsoever, because whenever you get up big like that, if there's a running clock like some of the situations were, they are going to do long, sustainable drives, just get first down, not even run Monday, have a backup run. But only 582 yards through 3 games, that is not very much per game average.
No. I mean, but that being said, they have over 500 yards passing too, and we are used to seeing 300-plus a game out of our offense. The last one you just mentioned him. The last thing that we got to think about tonight is limiting number 1 on the field, and that's Braden Mundy. He's an exceptional athlete. He's super fast. He'll line up as a receiver. He has 10 catches, 167 yards this year, 5 touchdowns from the receiver position. But he'll also get back there and run the ball for him a little bit now. 15 rushes, 85 yards, 3 touchdowns in the season for him. He's accounted for 8 of their 17 scores. So number 1. Is the number 1 target for McLean County to slow down this evening. We'll look at our top performers real quick because we have a pretty good top option ourselves, and that's number 24, Andrew Munster. He's kind of done this quietly, Drew. I mean, we've talked about Piercy and his big plays, Baldwin, Dame, even Zach Clayton getting into the mix last week. But Munster has been steady, Mr. Steady Eddie. He hasn't had any huge touchdown runs, but he's ran the ball 55 times for 403 yards this season, 3 touchdowns. The 403 yards being second best in Class 2A, and I feel like that is about as quiet as they come for a very, very good start to a season.
Yeah, I describe Andrew Munster as a blue-collar football player. That's a guy who goes out every day. He doesn't care about touching the ball, getting the touchdowns, but he wants to be there. He wants to be the guy. He has a nose for football. He wants to be there on defense and on offense. If Coach Wagner pulls him to the sideline after a timeout and says, Munster, get me this first down, Munster will get that first down.
He'll do everything he can to do it. And you say that he's a blue-collar type of football player. I was talking to him yesterday, actually, because we had seniors come back, and he had even mentioned during that time, he said, somebody mentioned something about his tackles being a little bit down, and he said, they are, but that's not I'm not trying to go get tackles. I'm trying to put myself in the best position for the team. I'm trying to be in the play. I'm trying to do my responsibilities on the field to help our defense perform better. And that's a senior that's had 3 years of experience under his belt. Talking right there. We'll go quickly down the list here, and we'll take a quick break before we get to kickoff. Got about 8 minutes to go until that. But Connor Baldwin, Swiss Army knife Baldwin, he's 4 of 6 passing, 4 TDs, all of them to Brady Dame. Brady Dame, he has 5 catches, 4 of them touchdowns, 144 yards. He's definitely our number 1 target through the air. Braden Piercy, he has a big touchdown in all 3 of our first games, 2 rushing, 1 receiving. Zach Clayton had a big week last week. Matthew Miller leads the team in touchdowns with 5, and then Gabe Whitmer, whom we mentioned earlier. A few guys to take a look at on the Owensboro Catholic side. Number 1, Braden Mundy. We've already talked about him plenty. Number 2, Lincoln Clancy, taking over for Drew Hartz. He is a little bit more versatile than Hartz. He'll throw it some, he'll run it some, and we're going to have to contain him a little bit. Think Butler County's quarterback more so than Hopkins Central. And then number 3, Christopher Borman. He's their leading tackler this year with 28. Very, very good player. But on the offensive side, he's very good in short yardage. 3 touchdowns on the year. Hunter Monroe, a freshman running back. He's ran the ball 24 times, 220 yards, and 2 touchdowns. And then lastly, and Drew, I say this one because I've seen it before, number 7, Michael Sullivan, one of the better athletes on Owensboro Catholic side. And if we are keying on Braden Mundy, 7, Michael Sullivan is somebody that could have a big night if Owensboro Catholic's going to have a lot of success. A couple of other quick things before we take our break, just to remind everyone. Let's see, 2A District 2 standings. McLean County, Owensboro Catholic, and Hancock County all set atop at 3-0. And then other games around District 2A tonight, or 2A District 2 tonight, Hancock County at Todd County. Big game right there to see if Hancock County's legit, if they're going to take that next step. And then Grayson County at Butler County. Butler County, tough start to the schedule, facing another 3-0 team.
Right.
Another undefeated team down there.
Yeah, Ed Smart's going to have that team ready to play tonight.
Well, Coach Smart isn't there anymore.
Oh, when did he leave?
He retired a couple of years ago,
Well,
actually. Yeah, he had a
never
really
mind.
good year. It was actually Qdarius Jennings, freshman year. That was Coach Smart's last
okay.
year at Grayson County.
Well.
I think he actually went home to. I think he was from Ohio, maybe,
I think so.
and I believe he moved back there. So
Well, as always on the McLean County Sports Network, facts are optional.
always optional. We do our best, but occasionally facts are optional. We have a few more notes, fun facts with Drew that we're going to get to throughout tonight. We're going to drop some knowledge on you about the past or the history of this matchup. And we want to do one more thing before we take our quick break, and that is to thank all of our sponsors. We have Muster Funeral Home, located in Livermore and Calhoun, Kentucky. Funeral directors since 1855. One of the top supporters of the McLean County Sports Network, of the McLean County football team, over all my entire time here the last 6 years. Thank you, Muster Funeral Homes. Rings Asphalt and Sealing, located in Calhoun, Kentucky. Call owner-operator Nathan Ring for any of your asphalt and sealing needs. Over 20 years of experience, and he's fully insured. Charlie and Me Dog Grooming, located in Livermore, Kentucky. Charlie and Me is your one-stop shop for all things dog grooming. My wife and I take our dogs, Kingston and Griffey, to Jill at Charlie and Me, and they always do an outstanding job at an affordable price. B.F. Evans Ford, obviously Derek Miller, huge supporter of McLean County Sports Network. McLean County Football, your source for new Fords and used cars, located in Livermore, Kentucky. And then a new sponsor this evening, Hand Therapy Plus, Total Body and Rehab, located in Owensboro, right beside Great Harvest Bread Company. Skilled occupational physical therapist there for all of your needs. My wife actually works there, and you should drop by and see her for any of the needs that you might need, physical or occupational based. So we're going to stay with you here. We'll have the prayer, and then we will have the national anthem.
For Logan Davis, player of Owensboro Catholic, who was killed in an automobile accident this past summer. Following that, we will have the national anthem. Loving and all-powerful God, we ask that you bless each of us with the gift of grace this evening. Bless each of our schools that are present here tonight, and bless those who are playing in this competition. We ask for an injury-free game, for good sportsmanship on and off the field. We pray for good sportsmanship in our stands as well. We ask this through your Son, Jesus Christ, who is your Lord and Savior. Amen.
right, folks, and with that, we will be right back. We're going to take a short break, but before we do, we just want to say thank you to all of the sponsors in the McLean County Sports Network. All right, folks, and here we go. We are back. It looks like the coin toss may have been simulated or done prior to the game. It looks like Owensboro Catholic will be receiving. If I had to guess, Drew, McLean County won the toss and will be deferring to the second half.
I bet we picked tails.
Tails never fails, is what I hear.
You know, they say you have 50% chance of getting the coin toss right. And it looks like Coach Wagner.
That's pretty good.
Might have won.
That's pretty good. All right, so here we go. James Hurley set to kick it away for McLean County. And kick is off, and we are underway here at Owensboro Catholic. Ball is picked up there by number 8. That is Hunter. Good return right there. And good field position to start for Owensboro Catholic. That was Hunter Monroe, the freshman, and he gets the ball out right to the 50, and that's where Owensboro Catholic is going to set up shop here with their first drive of the evening.
Yeah, starting off the game at midfield, we really need to tighten up the special teams plays because those are your hidden yards in these football games.
And Clancy takes a snap out of shotgun. He's looking to throw right, and he connects with Braden Mundy, pushed out of bounds at about the 42-yard line. Going to be a pickup of 8 on the play. Going to bring up 2nd and 2 for the Aces as they are quickly into McLean County territory.
You know, this is something we didn't bring up in the pregame, but Owensboro Catholic is very good about running this NASCAR, hurry up, get to the line of scrimmage offense, and that is something that is that McLean County is going to have to be ready for.
They're very disciplined with it. Pistol formation, 2 wide both ways. Clancy looking to throw left, and he's going deep. That's towards Mundy, and the ball is going to fall incomplete. They're going to throw a flag at Braden Piercy on the play. And
a little late to the party there.
A little late to the party. Braden Piercy playing Mundy on the, it was underthrown a little bit. There was contact, incidental. I don't think that was pass interference, but regardless, it's going to be a penalty, and it's going to bring up a first down for Owensboro Catholic.
And that's something that we are going to that we spoke about earlier about the defense. Owensboro Catholic is very good about throwing the ball. They're going to throw the ball, and you don't have Drew Hartz back there, so if you have a quarterback that can pick up easy yards like a defensive pass interference with Clancy, I believe that's what Coach Morse is going to try to attempt to do against this McLean County defense.
Definitely. Pistol formation, 3 wide right. The ball is thrown out right, and that is number 13 on the reception, Max Byrne on the play. It looks like he's going to have a first down right down at about the 14-yard line, picking up 13 on the play, and another first down for Owensboro Catholic, who is really rolling here through the first few plays of this game.
Yeah, I'd like to see McLean County's defense make a little adjustment here, change it to a cover 1 or a cover 2.
Yeah, they're going to have to put some pressure on these Catholic aces, that's for sure, as they're back up to the line of scrimmage. Again, pistol formation. And Clancy's looking over to Braden Mundy to his left. He is stuck as soon as the ball is caught.
And that's what McLean County is going to have to do. You're going to have to be very quick. You're going to have to be watching the quarterback, kind of reading his eyes and preemptively thinking where he's going to go.
You're going to have to stay in those receivers' pockets, that's for sure. Bend, don't break. Keep them in front of you. As 3 wide to the far side. And that is Christopher Borman in the backfield with Clancy. Clancy rolling right. He looks out left. Cougar was in good position. Clancy's going to run with it. And he breaks to the pylon, and he is in the end zone for an Owensboro Catholic touchdown. So it looked like James Hurley right there was right in Clancy's grill in the backfield. He dove a little bit too early, got off balance, and Clancy, like we said, made a play with his legs, runs out left for the touchdown. And here with 10:40 to play in the first quarter, Owensboro Catholic leads McLean County 6-0 at Still Stadium.
Yeah, Hurley was back there. He was all by himself, though. He didn't have any friends back there. He got good penetration, and the PAT is good, so that'll put Catholic up 7-0 with a minute 17 out of this ball game.
Yes, so here, a minute 17 in, McLean County trails Owensboro Catholic 7-0 at Still Stadium. We're going to take a quick break, thank our sponsors. We're the McLean County Sports Network, and we will be right back. All right, folks, and we are back. After that quick TD by Owensboro Catholic, McLean County now set to begin their first drive of the game. And that was Braden Pierce. He picks it up about the 25-yard line, and good coverage downfield by Owensboro Catholic. Sounds like the ball may have hit the turf. No, McLean County is going to take over at the 30-yard line for their first drive of the night.
And that's what I was talking about earlier, these hidden yards. So McLean County's got a 70-yard drive now to hit pay dirt. Owensboro Catholic only had to go 50 yards to get his touchdown.
Right.
So these special teams plays are no plays to take a play off. There's no way that's going to happen, especially not against Jason Morris's aces.
Definitely not. As Connor Baldwin goes in motion, the ball is given to Andrew Munster, and he is contacted right at the line of scrimmage. Pickup of 2 on the play for number 24.
And that's something Munster is going to have to do, and this line's going to have to do. This line's going to have to get a good push off of the line of scrimmage, and Munster's just going to have to grind it out. But you cannot get behind the chains on this Owensboro Catholic team.
Definitely not. They will make you pay in situations like that. A very disciplined bunch, as usual, and we have to be disciplined ourselves. Brady Dame wide right. Connor Baldwin goes in motion. Ball is given again. That's middle to Andrew Munster, and once again he is stuck right around the line of scrimmage. It's going to be a short gain on the play. It's going to be another 4 yards. It's going to bring up 3rd and 6. A long 6, short 7 for McLean County here.
It looks like we got a pretty good spot there. I'm not going to lie about that one.
Yeah, again, I mean, Munster's been contacted right at the line of scrimmage these first 2 carries, and he's been able to fall forward and get a little bit. But pretty long way to go right here to pick up the first down for the Cougars. As Matthew Miller goes under center, sends Connor Baldwin in motion. And the snap is fumbled. Miller will fall on it at the 30-yard line, but not a good start to the game tonight for the Cougars.
No, but McLean County has to be like true football players and have short memory. You know, this is something you just got to let roll off your back. A total net gain of 1 yard on your opening drive. That's something it's got to be forgotten about. We just got to get this one out of the way, hold them here, and start all over. Just
put it away and forget it. Fold and forget. James Hurley is back to punt for McLean County. Braden Mundy, number 1, back deep for Owensboro Catholic. Punt is away. Decent punt with pressure by Hurley. And that is going to be touchdown at the 46-yard line of the Aces. So not a terrible punt for Hurley right there, but it's going to set up Owensboro Catholic with excellent field position to start their second possession.
And the only running play we saw that last drive for Owensboro Catholic was that last scamper by the quarterback, Clancy. So you'd have to think in the back of your mind that Owensboro Catholic's going to throw the ball or they're going to start using Mundy. I got to think if it ain't broke, don't fix it.
Yeah, but looks like they're going to change something here. That's number 8, Hunter Monroe, the freshman in the backfield with Clancy, as too wide to the right. Clancy's looking that way. He throws, and he connects with Braden Mundy, who gets out across the 50-yard line into McLean County territory. They're going to give him 3 on the play, and it's going to be second and a long 6 for the Aces.
So something I'm noticing with Clancy is that they're not letting him really throw it downfield too far. He's really tearing us apart in the flats. So as you can see here at the bottom of your screen, Braden Piercy is about 7 yards off of his man.
And there the ball is given to the freshman, Renfro, and he gets out.
Seems like the ball came out. That's what everybody's calling.
And looking for,
yes,
McLean County football. So the freshman on his first carry of the night, Hunter Monroe, fumbles, and McLean County is going to take over at the McLean County 44-yard line.
And that's the way to strike back, that short memory. You know, you only gained 1 yard on that first drive to get that ball back. And Justin Cook's defense went out there and got that ball back. And looks like they got a first down.
Yes. Yes, and as we talked about going into this game, we had to muddy it up a little bit for Owensboro Catholic. Typically, well-oiled machine, very disciplined, very efficient with the football. And so far, 1 touchdown, 1 turnover. Let's see if we can turn this turnover into points. Matthew Miller goes under center. Brady Dame wide right. Miller's going to go middle, and nothing doing right there. Again, that box is there's not much room for Munster to operate in there, as a gain of 1 on the play, going to be 2nd and 9 here for the Cougars.
Well, Owensboro Catholic's stacking the box right now, so the box right now has pretty much all of Owensboro Catholic's defense in it. You can see your defensive backs are probably at most 10 yards off the line of scrimmage. Of course, you have a cornerback coming out this way, but your safety, who's supposed to be playing center field back there, is, creeping up.
As Miller hands the ball to, that's Connor Baldwin running right. Pickup of 3 on the play. And it's going to bring up another 3rd and long situation for McLean County, a situation that we have not had a whole lot of success with. Our offense is predicated on getting in 3rd and short situations where we can make it a 4-down possession. So here, 3rd and 7. Again, Dame wide right. Miller goes under center. And the ball is given to Munster running middle again. He gets out across the 50-yard line. That's going to be well short of the first down marker. And Drew here at 4th and 5. Do you think this is a 4-down territory for Coach Wagner?
Well, let's see. Hurley's last punt got about 20 yards. If you punt it here and you assume that he's going to punt it another 20 yards, that's going to put Owensboro Catholic at the 30-yard line. so they're not necessarily back deep in their own territory, but I feel like the risk of going for it here is better than the reward of pinning them deep.
Yes. Miller goes under center, 4th and 5, line to gain the 45-yard line of Owensboro Catholic. And again, running middle, and that's Munster. And he spins around there after he came awfully close to the first down. He is not going to get it. The ball's going to be spotted about a yard short, but my goodness, what a 4-yard run for Andrew Munster there.
Yeah, they should have gave him the first down just on effort alone. Munster is a very good football player. He's not a very big guy. Like, if you just looked at him walking down the streets, you wouldn't know that he's second in the state in 2A of leading rushing. Because he's not a very big guy, he has that low center of gravity, very similar to a Spencer Phillips, where it's hard to tackle because a good tackle on a running back, you get low, you wrap up their legs. But it's hard to get lower than Andrew Munster.
Clancy's going to keep it here. He gets out to about the 49-yard line. Run of 3 yards on the play. And it's going to be 2nd and 7 for Owensboro Catholic. Again, number 8, Hunter Monroe, the freshman, after fumbling there, is in the backfield in the pistol formation behind Clancy. And Clancy got at least 2, maybe 3 Cougars jump off sides there. So that's going to shorten this second down situation up and put Owensboro Catholic into Cougar territory once again.
You know, McLean County is very anxious about this game. I mean, like I said, the first game that we streamed this year, this is the game that you circle every year.
Yes, this is the game. As soon as you see the schedule, what's the date of the Owensboro Catholic game? And there's a reason for it. As 2nd and 2 here, as modified pistol formation. That's Braden Mundy in the backfield, and that's Braden Mundy on the carry. He's tripped up right around the line of scrimmage. He does fall forward, and he is going to pick up the first down, but a pretty good job there by the McLean County front of limiting 2 yards.
And you can see on that last play with Mundy, as soon as he got the ball, he had the explosiveness of just hitting that hole, and he was going 100 miles an hour. What you saw with number 8, Hunter Monroe, the freshman, you know, the underclassman, he wasn't getting his shoulders low. He was chopping up and down, and he wouldn't get anywhere, and he eventually wound up coughing the ball.
Exactly. Well, there comes the freshman once again, and what a run by him running left. He is going to go all the way to the pylon. Touchdown, Hunter Monroe. Beetlejuice, Beetlejuice, Beetlejuice. 43-yard run as we talk about the kid a few times, and he makes us pay right there. 4:36 here in the first quarter. Owensboro Catholic extends their lead out to 13-0, extra point pending. That was just an excellent run, tough run. Got to the second level, and from what I saw, trucked somebody and took it all the way to the house.
Yeah, the best way to handle that is get a second guy in there. You know, you can only hold on so long before the next guy comes and helps you out, and if he never shows up, you know, you see the end result of a 43-yard touchdown scamper.
Exactly. So here, 4:36 to play. McLean County trails Owensboro Catholic 14-0 at Still Stadium. We're going to take a quick break and thank all of our sponsors. We're the McLean County Sports Network, and we will be right back. All right, folks, and we are back after an excellent touchdown run there by Hunter Monroe. I keep wanting to call him Hunter Renfro, you know, wide receiver from the Las Vegas Raiders. Hunter Monroe, 43-yard touchdown scamper. Squib kick there, and it's picked up. That looks Didn't catch the number there, but pretty nice pickup. Oh, that was Zach Clayton, number 11, on the pickup. So going to give McLean County pretty good starting field position, starting their third possession. Not a whole lot doing here early on for the McLean County offense.
Yeah, it's almost like McLean County needs a shot in the arm, something to wake them up.
Definitely need something to wake us up here. A big player, something like that. We've stayed inside the tackles a lot these first two possessions. Not a whole lot doing right there. Not getting a very good push from our big guys up front. So we're going to try to see a resurgence here for the Cougars. Matthew Miller goes under center. Puts Braden Piercy in motion. Piercy gets a handoff running left, and he tries to cut it back up. Looks like he was slipping a little bit on the play. It's going to be a pickup of a few yards there, 2 yards on the play. Going to bring up 2nd and 8.
And, not to state the obvious here, but Owensboro Catholic here at Steel Stadium, they share it with Kentucky Wesleyan College. It is an AstroTurf field. That is a little bit different than the grass that we play on at the majority of the schools in the third region here.
Definitely a different surface, something that you have to get used to. Right there, Piercy trying to make a pretty sharp cut upfield and lost his footing. The ball is given right there to Connor Baldwin, and he is tackled just off the right side. He's going to pick up 1 on the play. Another 3rd and long situation for McLean County. Heard Christopher Borman's name a lot, and he's easy to spot out there wearing gold cleats, number 34, middle linebacker for the Owensboro Catholic Aces. He will also be in the backfield on offense, as we mentioned in the pregame, getting more reps in short yardage situations for the Aces.
Yeah, I think Borman has played at Owensboro Catholic for the last 20 consecutive seasons if you're keeping track at home.
Middle linebacker at that, as Matthew Miller is going to keep this one. He's bent backwards. Decent pickup on the play. They're going to give him about 3. And he's slow to get up there. He got bent back on that. It's going to bring up 4th and 5 for McLean County.
Looks like they're going to send out the punt team here.
Punt unit is coming. Matthew is up, but he is walking very gingerly as he comes back over to the sideline.
You know what we're blessed with at McLean County nowadays is that you have enough athletes on the field that are not going to be playing Ironman, so Matthew Miller can come out and take a quick breather, go visit the trainer, do whatever he needs to do to get back in there as a signal caller.
Hurley gets the punt away, end-over-end kick. It bounces at the 35, picked up by Braden Mundy. He makes the first man miss, who was in perfect position, and Braden Mundy's off to the races across the 50-yard line, up the right side. It's 35, 40, 20. There's a flag in the backfield. He makes one man miss, spins down just inside the 5-yard line, but many flags thrown in the well behind the play. Let's wait and see what the call is here.
You got to think this is going to negate the situation here. Let's see what the White Hat has to say.
You would like to think so. And it's definitely going to be a block in the back on Owensboro Catholic on that return. And that's going to bring it all the way back. It's going to be a penalty from the spot of the foul.
Penalty against Owensboro Catholic for a block in the back.
Looks like Sean Williams is the White Hat tonight.
Yes, sir.
Always like Sean. I think Sean is a very great referee, top-notch barber. I mean, he's a regular Renaissance man.
A regular Renaissance man. Yes,
excellent
indeed.
Baseball umpire.
Very good baseball umpire. I actually think baseball might be his forte when it comes to officiating. He's good in all of them, but he is very good umpire on the baseball field. So after that penalty, Owensboro Catholic is going to set up shop at their own 46-yard line. They're now leading 14-0. Here, 2:12 to play. Quick throw out right to Byrne, number 13. He is hit just across the 50-yard line, and a pretty good tackle right there by number 5, Brady Dame.
Did Brady play any defense last year, really?
He set the record for most interceptions.
He had picks, that's right.
Most interceptions in a season, or he tied the record. I'm sorry. He had 7 interceptions. Heard that once or twice this year. But a nice open field tackle right there for big number 5. That's something we haven't seen a lot. And again,
they're going to draw us off sides again.
In McLean County, we talked about it on the way over here a little bit and before the game. We said that we couldn't come out slow as we have the last few weeks in this one, or we would get way too far behind the 8 ball. And it looks like during this first quarter, exactly what we feared could happen has happened.
You know, Owensboro Catholic shot themselves in the foot on that play on the kickoff return. You know, Mundy got them well inside the red zone, and they shot themselves with a penalty, and now McLean County's not doing themselves any favors on getting offsides calls.
Clancy throws left. That's number 7, Michael Sullivan, with his first catch of the day. It's going to be a pickup of 5, maybe 6 on the play.
Here comes that hurry-up offense.
And they're back out there quick. 6 yards. We're going to call it 6 yards and disagree with the PA announcer about 1 yard. It's going to be 2nd and 4 for the Aces. They're going to have 3 wide to the right, 1 to the left. Shotgun formation, I'm sorry. And Clancy's going to give it to Monroe, who was tackled in the backfield by Andrew Munster. Excellent tackle right there by number 24. And first big play for the Cougars, as that's going to put the Aces back at a 3rd and 9 situation. I believe their 1st and long situation of the day. Number 99, Lucas Mosey, runs off the field. And number 4, Tyson Howard, is out there at safety.
Yeah, you have to have a stop here. You know, you have to get a turnover on downs here. Have to hold tight on defense, you know. If so, Owensboro Catholic really just gave you a gift on this drive.
And Clancy drops back, and not much going. He throws it across the middle and has his man. That is number 19 with the reception, wide open on the play. That's Hunter Small, 6'2", 200-pound tight end. And here with 1 second to play in the first quarter, Owensboro Catholic hooks up on another big pass play, and they are inside the red zone. And at the end of the first period, McLean County trails the Owensboro Catholic Aces 0-14 here at Still Stadium. Here on the McLean County Sports Network, we love all of our sponsors. We appreciate their support. We'll play the video here in a second, but we just want to give a little love to each of them. Muster Funeral Home, as we said, coming in, one of our biggest supporters every year. Appreciate Will and Lee and all that they do. I can't say that I'm a patron of Muster Funeral Home just yet. One day maybe, but not yet. Rings Asphalt and Sealing, located in Calhoun, Kentucky. Call owner-operator Nathan Ring for all your asphalt and sealing needs. Mention custom basketball courts. He's done some pretty awesome things around McLean County with the painting and sealing of private basketball courts. Charlie and Me Dog Grooming, located in Livermore, Kentucky. Be sure to call Jill for all of your dog grooming needs. Like I said, Kingston and Griffey, my boys, are King Charles Spaniels. They're cute little dudes, but they shed like crazy, and they have to be groomed a lot. And Jill does an excellent job. No complaints from my wife, Ashley, and that's really saying something. B.F. Emmons Ford, located in Livermore, Kentucky.
Now you're in trouble. Did she buy it?
She did not buy it, so I can say whatever I want tonight. B.F. Evans in Livermore, Kentucky, your source for new Fords and used cars. And then Hand Therapy Plus, Total Body Rehab. That is where my wife works. Go see Ashley and Kelsey and the rest of the crew. And don't say that. So here we go. 1st and 10, Owensboro Catholic. And it's going to be a toss out left to Braden Mundy. He cuts it back up, and he is tackled by Andrew Munster, but not until he gets down to about the 5-yard line of the Cougars.
I was thinking that tackle in the backfield by Munster was the the spark that McLean County needed to get a fire lit into him, but, it just didn't seem to happen.
Yes. All right.
Here they come again. They're going to send a man out wide right.
2nd and 1 here. They can't pick up a first down without getting in the end zone. They're going to hand it. No, they're going to pitch it over to Hunter Monroe, and he is tackled. That's Connor Baldwin on the tackle. He's going to take it down to the 2-yard line. So it's going to be 1st and goal for the Catholic Aces.
Good enough for Owensboro Catholic. First down. 1st and goal Aces from the 2-yard line.
I thought they already had the first down.
No, they were just a yard short right there on the Mundy run.
Oh, okay.
Mundy went out for a quick play, but he's back in there now. Keep an eye on number 1. Also, Christopher Borman out on
Going
the
in
field.
the power I formation, you got to think it's going to go either Borman or Monday here.
And it is Borman, and he's going to walk into the end zone for a touchdown. Here with 10:48 to play in the second quarter, the Owensboro Catholic Aces now lead 20-0 over the McLean County Cougars. Extra point pending. It's number 82, Payne. He's perfect on the season, I do believe, on extra point attempts, and he remains that way. 21-0 here, 10:48 to play in the first half at Steele Stadium. At this time, we're going to take a quick break. We're the McLean County Sports Network, and we thank all of our sponsors. We will be right back. All right, folks, and we are back as Owensboro Catholic set to kick it back to our Cougars. Christopher Borman with the short touchdown run there to give the Aces a 21-point lead, and a nice little kick right around the 30-yard line. Brady Dane safely picks it up at the 30 as that ball checked up, and the hands team for Catholic was all over it. So McLean County's going to set up shop at their own 30-yard line. Again, not great field position to start here for our Cougars.
Yeah, McLean County's been living in the 30 to 30 zone right now. They've barely made the ball over midfield to get it into Catholic territory, but a notable injury. Matthew Miller is not on the field right now, so it looks like Baldwin's going to be the no.
No. And
68.
That's number 68, and that is Preston Morris out there, who has come into the game for Matthew Miller. Matthew's been on the trainer's table for the last several minutes. He's over on the bench now sitting, but obviously frustrated. A player that has been stricken by knee problems his entire career, and it looks like that's what they were working on during that entire Owensboro Catholic possession. So nothing doing on that first down run. It's going to be 2nd and 10 for McLean County. And we'll see what happens here. Preston Morris goes
Loaded
under center.
in the box right now.
And it's Connor Baldwin. He takes the pitch running out left. Good block on the outside by Andrew Munster. Connor Baldwin spun down after a run of 7 on the play. Going to bring up 3rd and short. The first 3rd and short situation of the night for McLean County.
Yeah, and this is a make or break 3rd down right now, in all honesty.
Like I said, great lead block there by Andrew Munster. He sealed that up. Oh, and I didn't see a flag. And they're going to back it up. Did you see a flag there, Drew?
I didn't see a flag, but their PA announcer said it was a holding penalty, so that'll set us back 10 yards. That's a spot foul.
Well, that's unfortunate. It's going to bring up a long 2nd down situation here.
It's those hidden yards that we talk about. You know, you got to play smart, especially against the well-disciplined Owensboro Catholic Aces football team. I'm not sure if it was an interior lineman or if they tried to call hold on Munster on an excellent seal block. But
well, there's no hold on Munster. I sit here and watch that in the entire run. So Preston Morris goes under center. He sends man in motion to Zach Clayton. He hands the ball to Lucas Mosey running middle, and he barrels forward. Nice pickup on the play for Big 99, the Beast. His first touch of the night. And that's about 6 yards on the play.
Right now.
And that is number 24 for Owensboro Catholic, Wesley Bolds, who's down, senior linebacker. He pops back up. Possibly a cramp situation, or no, he looks to be just fine now. McLean County over the ball.
Better snap it.
And there's going to be a timeout by
Ken.
Owensboro Catholic to avoid a penalty right there. So first timeout of the game charged to either team here with 8:51 to play in the first half. So if you're just now tuning in, Owensboro Catholic started out quick, hit on a quick score before Hunter Monroe took 143 yards to the house to go up 14-0, and then a very quick drive capped off by Christopher Borman just a few moments ago to give them a 21-0 lead on the McLean County side. Not a whole lot doing as far as offense. Matthew Miller, senior quarterback, was injured on that last possession, and he's on the sideline. Preston Morris, number 68, is out on the field at quarterback for McLean County. The junior had some limited time at the position last year late in games, and it looks like, based on what I'm seeing on the sideline, that's going to be your signal caller for the remainder of the game as McLean County sets up here 3rd and 8 situation. They need to get to the 40-yard line, their own 40-yard line, to pick up the first down.
Yeah, the offense needs to get something going. I mean, look, you can tell from the video they're loading the box. Chris Borman's got a spy on everybody.
And Morris hands the ball to Baldwin, trying to get to the edge on the left. And he's going to dive and come up just a couple of yards short of the first down marker. 21-0 here. Drew, I feel like go for it situation.
Why not?
Got to get something going. Not a very good spot there, though.
No, not a very favorable spot at all. It looks like McLean County is going to need to pick up 4 yards to get the first down. I could have swore Connor Baldwin went out around the 38-yard line, but I could be mistaken. Facts are optional here.
So 4th and 4. Line of game is the 40. Preston Morris goes under center. Sends Zach Clayton in motion. Ball is dropped on the snap, and he wrestles out for no gain on the play, but it's going to be another turnover on downs for the Cougars, and their unfortunate, disastrous, shall I say, start continues here as they give the ball to the Aces. Excellent field position with 8:36 to play here in the first half.
Yeah, Coach Morris has got to be loving this right now. Playing against his former team that he coached, playing against the team that beat you in the district championship last year, and another offsides penalty on McLean County. Hidden yards, just going off the top of my head, I know of at least 4 encroachment penalties against McLean County. That's 20 yards. That's a quarter of the field once you add it all up. Well, folks, you only need 10 yards to get a first down, and before Owensboro Catholic even ran a play, they're halfway there.
So McLean County playing some uninspired football so far as Clancy throws left. Pretty ball. He's got a man, and that's going to fall incomplete. Braden Piercy on the coverage. That was Braden Mundy. So Braden on Braden right there, and Piercy comes out on the good end of that. It's going to bring up 2nd and 5 for Catholic. But some uninspired football for McLean County and some very motivated Owensboro Catholic Aces here in the first half at Still Stadium. Like Drew just mentioned, a lot of them probably a sour taste in their mouth after what happened here 10 months ago, and they are showing their frustration and taking it out on the Cougars so far tonight.
And they're not going to let you forget it because, trust me, if it's the other way around, McLean County would not be forgetting it.
Absolutely not. As there's a timeout on the field, Owensboro Catholic, their second charged timeout of the half. And with this timeout, we're going to take a timeout of our own. We are the McLean County Sports Network, and we will be right back. All right, folks, and we are back here. 2nd and 5 for Owensboro Catholic. Pistol formation. The ball is given middle to Braden Mundy. He is contacted the line of scrimmage. He drives forward for a gain of 3 on the play. It's going to be 3rd and 2 for the Owensboro Catholic Aces as they march deeper into their own into Cougar territory.
Yeah, I see a couple subs coming in for Owensboro Catholic, notably number 34, Borman. You know, he's a very power back. It looks like Catholic is going to go in that loaded pistol formation there.
Loaded pistol, I like that. And it's going to be an option right, and that's Clancy with the ball, and he is tackled. He is tackled well short of the line of scrimmage. It's going to be a 3-yard loss on the play. It's going to bring up 4th and 5 for Owensboro Catholic. Good penetration there by McLean County, and we'll see if we can get this ball back without suffering more points here in this one.
Yeah, Owensboro Catholic has scored on all but one of their possessions, and of course that one possession was the turnover where McLean County got the ball.
And there was another jump,
be
not
audible
called.
at the play, audible at the line of scrimmage.
And Clancy, he throws left. That's Michael Sullivan. He is hit as soon as he catches Braden Piercy.
And a flag on the play.
There's going to be a flag there. And I don't think he got the line to gain. He needed to make.
It looks like he's getting a healthy spot.
Needed to make the 31 there. But we will wait and see the result of that penalty.
A personal foul on Owensboro Catholic. That penalty is going to be declined.
And they did
turnover on downs.
did not make the line to gain. So first positive thing for McLean County here, Drew. And a long sustained drive right here that we could put some points on the boards would be just what the doctor ordered heading into the half. Again, McLean County kicked the ball to begin the game, so they'll be receiving the ball at halftime. So that could be exactly what we need here to get back into this thing halfway through the second quarter.
Right now we're sitting at a 3-possession ball game. If McLean County can come out and do that long, sustained drive, eat up this 7 minutes left in the first half,
it would be huge. Preston Morris just gets the handoff away, and Andrew Munster able to get a couple of yards there. They're going to give him 2 on the play, and they're loaded up so heavily right now in the box. I mean, it was hard for Morris to get that ball handed to Munster before he was being hit from behind. So we'll see what Coach Wagner can do. Obviously, with an inexperienced quarterback, that cuts down the size of your playbook a little bit.
I mean, Matthew Miller has been the signal caller for the Cougars for the past 2 years. You know, that's a lot of experience. That's over 20 games that he has under his belt.
And a lot of wins. I mean, last year Matthew Miller was hurt for the first 3 games of the season. We were 0-3 in those games. We come back and we lose 2 games the remainder of the year, finish 8-5 on the season. So 6-18, another timeout. We're going to stick around here. As we mentioned, Drew, our first positive thing right there, big defensive stand in Owensboro Catholic territory. But as we mentioned before, we have to turn turnovers into points if we want to make any difference in this game.
Yeah, Owensboro Catholic is not playing a very sloppy ball game at all. They're right where they need to be. They're playing a very well-disciplined ball game. If you were a football coach, this is the way you want it. You want to be able to draw the defense off sides on offense, and you want to be able to hit pay dirt quick and often.
All right, so the Cougars come back out on the field after they're only going to give Munster a 1-yard gain on that first down play. So it's going to be 2nd and 9. McLean County on their own 29-yard line. Again, Preston Morris in there at quarterback. And Connor Baldwin goes in motion. He gets the ball. He's looking to throw. He's got Brady Dame and a lot of green out ahead of him. Did Brady Dame hold on to that? He did. What a catch by Brady Dame. My goodness. Cheer, McLean County, Lord. Come on.
I don't think they knew what happened.
What an outstanding catch by Brady Dame. And McLean County has marched into Catholic territory for the first time this evening here. 6 minutes to play in the first half. Brady Dame, not a well-thrown ball. Brady Dame in double coverage.
Triple. There's 3 guys over there. He had to come back and get it.
Jumps over the top of him, brings it down. And McLean County's got a first down here.
I think they're going to make a football player out of that kid just yet.
Maybe. Sees wide right. Connor Baldwin goes in motion. Another drop snap there. And it is picked up, and nothing was made into something by Braden Piercy, it looks like. Pick up of 2 on the play. So was that a botched snap? It looked like a botched snap to me.
Yeah, it was a botched snap, and that's what you have whenever you have a guy that hadn't had a lot of reps in a game. If you told Preston Morris that his first game under center is going to be at Steele Stadium against Owensboro Catholic, that'd probably stick in the back of his mind.
Be a little intimidating for sure. 2nd and 8 for McLean County. Morris goes under center. Takes a snap, gives the ball middle to Lucas Mosey. He gets out across the 40-yard line. Going to be brought down at the 39. Pick up a 4 on the play. It's going to bring up a 3rd and 4 situation in Drew. Getting into these 3rd and manageable situations, not stuck in 3rd and 7, 3rd and 8. Bodes well for McLean County as this game moves forward. But with 4.5 minutes to go here in the first half, we have to turn this positive energy into points on the scoreboard. It is 4-0.
If we can keep on grinding out, we still have 2 timeouts left. We keep grinding out this first half. Get 6 here. That'd be very nice for McLean County, because then you got you hit the break, you give your defense a good rest, then you put your offense back on the field at the start of the second half. Get another touchdown if all things are clicking and working right. Then you only have a 1-possession ball game. Now you're talking about a dogfight on your hands.
All right, so it's going to be 4th and 2 for McLean County here. Got to pick it up. They got to get to the 34-yard line.
See, Brady Dame's lining out wide here.
And the ball is given middle to Mosey.
Looks like he got it.
It looks like he got it and a little bit more. His big number 99, usually number 45, is going to pick up that first down for the Cougars. And Mosey, who we've talked about quite a bit this season, coming into this season especially, a lot of people looking at that kid to be the next grinder, the next pounder inside. Even before this game, we talked about Munster, we talked about Clayton, we talked about Mosey, and the sophomore is looking good. It looks like Coach Wagner is going to feed the beast.
Yeah, he's got the hot hand. You got to give it to him.
Moving on the line, not called. And Braden Piercy goes in motion. He gets the pitch from Morris. He tries to come back up, and that is Christopher Borman. And this kid is sideline to sideline. Very good middle linebacker. And it's going to be short to no gain on the play. 2:50 remaining here in the first half. McLean County on the 33-yard line. Again, if you're just now joining us, senior quarterback Matthew Miller injured earlier in this quarter. And junior Preston Morris, number 68, now McLean County's QB. All right, and it looks like Lucas Mosey lined up that fullback position with Andrew Munster on the wing. And it is given to Andrew Munster. A lot of confusion there in the backfield. Munster breaks away from a couple of tackles.
Still going,
but it's still going to be a big loss. And just so much confusion in the backfield there. It looked like incorrect motion. Somebody turned the wrong way. Munster not given an opportunity there to succeed. He is...
That's just a broken play.
It was a very broken play, and you hate it for Munster. He comes off the field in frustration. And
you had both wingbacks running towards each other, and that's just not going to work because you're going to have with the wing T formation, you're going to have a tackle pull as well. So if you have 3 guys running the same direction opposite of everybody else, you're not counting the other 11 guys wearing a different color jersey than you. You're not helping yourself out.
All right, so we have a new quarterback on the field for McLean County. That is Brody Klein, number 2, the freshman. Looked to be making his debut under center. but it's going to be a timeout for McLean County as we're going to wait and see here. 1:37 remaining. Brody Klein, younger brother of A.J. Klein, former quarterback for the Cougars. A lot of potential, very athletic young man, and he throws a decent ball. I was watching him in warm-ups today. Throws a decent ball, so here in a 3rd and long situation, maybe something. We'll see something in the air out of Brody. I don't know. But, again, right there from Munster, tough run for not a whole lot, but obviously frustrating for that kid to have confusion here as we start to get some momentum going. As looks like Brody, yes, he's going to stay in the game. Number 2, he is going to stay in the game at QB for Coach Wagner's offense.
The Deuce.
The Deuce. So 3rd and 17. Line to gain is a 23 of the Catholic Aces. And Brody Klein goes under center. Sends Connor Baldwin in motion. Drop snap. Klein rolls out right and hits Connor Baldwin. And he gets out close to the 30-yard line, so a little bit past the original line of scrimmage. And it's going to bring up a 4th and 9 situation for the Cougars here. 1:30 remaining, or 1:29 remaining in the first half. And despite the drop snap, pretty good ball there for the young fella.
Yeah, I mean, in his high school career, he got 1 pass, 1 completion. I mean, and for positive yards nonetheless. The botch snap, that might be first game jitters. It just comes out of the gate. That's understandable.
Definitely first game jitters.
And as someone who used to be a signal caller for the Cougars, you know quite a bit, don't you, about being back there?
I know all about first game jitters and second game jitters and third game jitters. And I was the backup quarterback for McLean County. I was supposed to be the guy catching the ball rather than throwing it. It just so happened that a few games I had to run for my life back there. But
it's better than being quarterback is being the backup quarterback.
No, I think the best thing is like being the backup kicker if there was a kicker of some sorts, or maybe the backup long snapper. Oh, you're talking about glory, not pain.
Yeah, glory.
I was thinking about pain. The pain I suffered as backup quarterback for the McLean County Cougars, it's still lasting. I mean, I got my head hit so hard. I mean, that might have been the cause of my losing hair.
Yeah, they knocked it right off of you.
They did. I mean, I started losing my hair when I was 19 years old, and I'm just saying.
It's just rubbing around in that helmet.
Yes,
that
indeed.
Beautiful bowling ball of yours.
Oh yes, shiny. I can see it in the window in front of me.
Oh, I thought that was the glare from the lights.
That's really funny. So here come the Cougars. It's going to be 4th and 9 for McLean County. And Brody Klein leads this Cougar offense back out on the field. Number 2, botch snap on the first play of his varsity career, but he hits Connor Baldwin for an 8-yard gain and gives McLean County a shot here on the 32-yard line. Have to get to the 23 of the Aces. Looks like Owensboro Catholic showing blitz. Brody takes a snap. He's looking to throw. He gets pressure up the middle. He rolls right, and he is stuffed by a couple of Aces at the 35-yard line. It's going to be a sack on the play, and it's going to be a turnover on downs. And despite the fact that was a sack and that was a turnover, a pretty good job by Brody. He had his head up. He looked downfield. He was able to scramble out, extend the play just a little bit. Just couldn't bring himself to throw the ball anywhere. Young man mistake, but I like the elusiveness in the backfield and the recognition to get outside of the pocket there to extend it out as he remains in the game at safety. Also in the game, Elijah Baldwin, number 14. So a couple of youngsters out there for McLean County here. 1:19 seconds remaining here in the first half, and they got to do everything they can to
Catholic's
get these.
going to utilize their NASCAR offense here. They're
going to go quick, and there's Braden Mundy running right, and he is stuck by Andrew Munster and brought down by a couple of extra Cougars. But
it's going to keep the clock rolling, too, and that's really nice with 65 seconds left to play in the first half.
And they only have one timeout remaining, I do believe.
They're going to go Trey right to the near side, and they have an X back to the far side. He's going to take his man out of the play. Braden Piercy has him. DBs are playing up close. Looks like cover 2 if we can get a nice
They're going to
jam.
throw out left, and that's going to be overthrown. Overthrows everyone right there. Michael Sullivan, the intended target. Braden Piercy, a high jumper for the track team, got up high there to try to pull down an interception. But when I say high, that ball was thrown high. It's going to be 49 seconds remaining here in the first half. 3rd and 8 situation for the Aces.
You wouldn't happen to know his personal best on high jump, would you?
I think it's 6'2".
It's pretty good.
It's pretty good. I think the school record is 6'6". I think. Not 100% on that.
Who would have that, Bryson?
Bryson Phillips, I'm pretty sure. And some pressure up the middle. Clancy is flushed. He throws it out of bounds, incomplete. So good defensive stand right there. Catholic in their own territory. Shirley will elect to punt here back to the Cougars with 42 seconds remaining. But really good plays by McLean County to stop Catholic from adding any more on to their already large lead.
Yeah. If we can get it looks like Catholic's going to punt, but you never know with them. Never know with Jason Morris.
You never know. You got Connor Baldwin deep. You have Brady Dame in the intermediate spot there. And Brody Klein keeping an eye on things as the ball is kicked end over end. Connor Baldwin fields it at the 30-yard line. He's trying to make something happen, makes a couple of aces miss, and a return of 3 on the play. Coach Fuller once said to me back in the day, he said, Hicks, if you get any positive yards on a punt return, that was a successful punt return. So right there, Connor Baldwin, 3 yards, but a solid punt return. We'll see what Coach Wagner elects to do here. Long field for him, 31 seconds. And if there's anything this offense lacks, it's the ability to go long fields in short amount of time.
Well, we do have a few quick strikeability weapons, and Braden Piercy, Baldwin to Dame. Brady has shown a couple of glimpses of some breakaway speed whenever he can get into space. But
Brady's lined up wide left here. Brody Klein under center. He sends Connor Baldwin in motion. Ball is given to Andrew Munster running middle. And
he had some room, but it looks like he got tripped up on the play.
Had a little room, and with that run, it looks like Coach Wagner will likely elect to take this thing into halftime, trailing 21-0.
Yeah, the time clock's ahead of the play clock. So
Yes, so Coach Wagner is going to take this one to the half. So at the end of 2 periods, McLean County trails the Owensboro Catholic Aces 21-0 here at Still Stadium. We appreciate you joining us tonight, and we want to thank all of our sponsors in the McLean County Sports Network. We're going to play our sponsor video here in just a second. After that, we're going to take a short break, and we will be back with you at the end, towards the end of halftime, to reset this game and get going for our second half coverage. With McLean County Sports Network, we will see you in just a little bit. All right, folks, and we are back here at Still Stadium, about to begin the second half. McLean County trails at Owensboro Catholic 21-0 after the Catholic Aces jumped out to a quick lead, kept the foot on the gas. McLean County did some good things there in the second half, but were unable to turn those into points. McLean County will receive the kickoff as we begin the second half. A couple of things to note about McLean County. Senior quarterback Matthew Miller went down early in the second quarter with an injury, doubtful to return as he is on crutches on the sidelines now. Freshman quarterback Brody Klein made his varsity debut in that one and looked pretty decent on that last drive. Excited to see what Brody, number 2, does for McLean County here in the second half.
Coming into a game cold is never good, especially against Owensboro Catholic. And then coming in as a freshman, you have everything against you there. So whenever you saw him, throw that little out pass and it was complete for positive yards, that had to give the young man some confidence. And, the second time, whenever the botched snap happened, I'm sure that was just, first game jitters.
Yeah.
And that's kind of expected at this point in the season. You're 4 games in, and this is the 4th game, and you're just coming in cold. We've played a shortened season. There's not a freshman season this year. There's very limited JV games this year. So whenever Brody gets back there, hey, it's live. It's not practice. You ain't on the what's the word I'm looking for? You ain't on the practice squad out there behind the school. It's
No, you're definitely not on what did you call it? The rock pile?
Yeah, the brickyard.
The brickyard out there. No, this is the real deal. It looks like Piercy and Connor Baldwin are back deep to receive this kickoff. And we'll see if McLean County can get something positive going early. Long kick, bounces at the 14, and Connor Baldwin's going to field it. He almost stepped out of bounds, and a tough hit right there. Connor got back to the 9-yard line. Ball was about to bounce out of bounds. He grabbed it, tried to cut it back, and he was hit hard. He hopped up early, and I'm glad to see that, as that was a vicious hit.
Yeah, he's a Baldwin. He's a little tough. Gotta let that ball roll out of bounds, though.
Yeah, not an advisable move there, and it's going to be a tough field position for McLean County to start here in the second half, as they are on their own 9-yard line.
I understand him picking up the ball there. Owensboro Catholic was coming. That's a live ball. If they pick it up, they can get it within the red zone, but right there, you just got to overwatch.
Zach Clayton with his first carry of the night running left, and he trucks the Catholic defender. Big hit as he's knocked out of bounds around the 19-yard line. And Zach Clayton lowered his shoulders. We saw it a little bit against Hopkins County Central. And when that kid gets going north to south, you really don't want to get in the way. He had an excellent sophomore campaign last year on limited snaps, and has shown to be another solid addition to Coach Wagner's running back crew this year, rushing 17 times for 202 yards and a touchdown. So it's going to be 2nd and 1 here. Klein goes under center.
Yeah, Clayton is just a reloading of the backfield there. Munster, look at him, getting his shoulders low and driving.
Another strong run. Andrew Munster gets out to the 25-yard line, so a couple of nice runs to start the second half here for Coach Wagner's offense.
On the backside of the play there, as you can see, Morgan Allgood coming off the sideline. He lost his helmet on that play. Folks, I'm here to tell you, helmets don't just come off on their own. I believe he had a little assistance there. But due to KHSAA, he's going to have to sit out a play due to the fact that his helmet came off.
So we got some cowbells rocking over here on the McLean County sidelines. 1st and 10 for the Cougars from their own 24. Freshman play caller Brody Klein goes under center, sends Zach Clayton in motion. The ball is given to Zach Clayton, and he cuts it back up against the grain. And another solid run here on 1st down. Some extracurricular activities on the back end, and there is a flag thrown. That was James Hurley and number 3, John Roberts. And we'll see who they call that on. Looked like a late hit on Roberts. We'll see what Sean the White Hat has to say.
After the play, dead ball, personal foul against Owensboro Catholic. That's an automatic 15-yard penalty, and it'll be a first down, McLean County.
So some momentum starting to build here on the Cougar sideline. That ball gets marched all the way out to the 44-yard line, and McLean County's getting awfully close to Owensboro Catholic territory.
And you know, it's a coulda, woulda, shoulda thing. If that ball went out of bounds at the 35, you know, we would have had it back at the 35-yard line, and we would be well into Owensboro Catholic territory by now, but I'll take this.
Connor Baldwin goes in motion. The ball is given to Andrew Munster on the delay. He takes it out to the 50-yard line. He's met by a host of aces. They're going to spot it right at the 50. 6-yard run on the play. So McLean County getting some chunks here, and looks like a little bit more energy on that McLean County sideline.
Yeah, with Munster on that delay there, that delay play, it really got popularized in the last couple of years with Kentucky football with Benny Snell and Lynn Bowden. You know, the delay, you let your line run, let the holes fill up.
Connor Baldwin on the run outright. He makes a few men miss. He cuts it back across. He gets out across the 40-yard line. Nice run by Connor Baldwin right there. Flag on the back end of that play.
Side judge over here threw that flag. So let's see what Sean's going to tell us here.
Connor, excellent run, made several men miss.
Looks like we got to think about it here.
We're hoping it's not a hold. And it will be. They're going to back it up.
Illegal block in the back against McLean County.
That's unfortunate after such a good run for Baldwin.
Oh, and there's a personal foul on the far side. That's what that second signal was.
So we had a block in the back on the near side and personal foul on the far side. So McLean County put into a tough situation after several good plays. We'll see if we can bounce back from this. It's going to be 2nd and 13 from their own 41-yard line. Lucas Mosey in the backfield.
Cougar Faithful is letting the refs know about it.
Baldwin goes in motion. He gets the ball running right, and he is cut down by Chris Borman. Borman makes penetration and tackles Baldwin for a loss of 2 yards on the play.
Might have been a little high on the tackle there, but opinions vary.
And Borman, he wreaks havoc. He's a sideline to sideline player, and he has a lot of success when he rushes. Right there, perfect call by Coach Morris, and a little deflated is McLean County as they need a big play right here on 3rd and 15 to regain some of the momentum that they came out of the locker room with. As Zach Clayton goes in motion, he gets the ball on the pitch. And he gets the edge a little bit more. He gets close to the line of scrimmage, the original line of scrimmage. It's going to be a pickup of 5 on the play.
He's going to stay in bounds. Ooh.
All right, it's going to be 4th and 11 for the Cougars.
Not a good spot there.
We'll see what Coach Wagner wants to do.
Chandler Moore's come to the near sideline. I believe the punt team is out now.
Punt team is out. This will be Hurley's 3rd punt of the day. The ever dangerous Braden Mundy back to receive. And Hurley gets it away, end over end kick. It hits at the 33-yard line, checks up and bounces back. It is down by Lucas Mosey at the Catholic 37. Looked like the McLean County sideline wanted call. Braden Mundy ran ever so close to that ball after it checked up. I don't think it hit him, and neither does the referee.
Well, Coach Wagner's pleading his case. I don't think it's going to work. I hope it would have, but
that would have been nice. It would have been a nice shot in the arm right there after coming out of the locker room hot, having a couple of penalties kind of take the wind out of our sails, and Owensboro Catholic opens up shop at their own 37-yard line for their first possession of the second half.
They got an X wide out to the far side. They're going to hand it to Mundy, and he's going to go to the outside.
Mundy's got a full head of steam heading left, and he is drug out of bounds. Couldn't see the number on that tackle. Looked like Andrew Munster might have been involved. It's going to be a pickup of 6 on the play. Going to bring up 2nd and 4 for the Aces.
Yeah, Mundy got pushed out of bounds on that play, so that's going to stop the clock for Owensboro Catholic.
Catholic 2 wide right. Got running back splitting, and it's given to Monroe running right. And he is tackled at the 45-yard line.
Monroe, the ball carrier, picked up a couple on the play. Stop was made by Baldwin for the Cougars. Gonna bring up
Upended on the play by Whitmer and Baldwin. Baldwin in that strong safety position, he's got to be flying around all over the place. And with him playing Ironman football both sides of the ball, you're going to see a lot of fatigue and wear, especially on a night like tonight. The first 3 games of the season, you're averaging mid-80s games. Tonight is a little bit colder than that, so whenever you're banging around, that you're going to feel it tonight.
Clancy, and he's going to take off running off the right side. He cuts it back, and he has a lot of running room. It's a foot race between him and Braden Piercy. He is drugged down at the 12-yard line, but a big pickup right there for Lincoln Clancy, and the Aces are now in Cougar territory, Cougar red zone at that. It's going to be 1st and 10 from the 12 for Owensboro Catholic.
Yeah, Clancy was running a option play there. It's a draw option. He could either keep it or pass it off to Mundy. And whenever you have a player like Chris Borman leading the charge for you, you're going to follow him.
There was a pretty good play for Clancy there, cutting it kind of back against the grain, and there was nobody back there on the backside from McLean County. So he goes under center. Ball is dropped, and Clancy is tackled by several Cougars. Ball comes out at the end, but it was already blown dead. So it's going to be a loss of, we'll call it 3 on the play after the drop snap. That was the first time Clancy had gone under center tonight, and didn't bode well for the junior play caller.
Yeah, McLean County really needs to send everybody back there. I mean, your ends need to make some seals, keep containment, but Clancy is not getting any pressure tonight.
Ball is handed Braden Mundy running right. He cuts it back, and he is met by a couple of Cougars. He falls across the 10-yard line. We'll look at the spot. They're going to spot it right at the 10. So pickup of about 5 on the play.
Now, McLean County is doing something different than they did in the first half. A lot more gang tackling in this half.
We'll see 3rd and 7.
Shotgun formation.
They can pick up a first down without the touchdown. Clancy's going to throw. He's looking left. That's Byrne out there, and it is broke up by Braden Piercy.
That's awful. That's terrible.
That was good defense again by Braden Piercy.
I know we shouldn't be partial as media officials, but that was just a terrible call.
A little bit of contact. Braden going up towards the ball, and it's going to end up being a 1st and goal situation after that penalty in the end zone for the Catholic Aces. And on comes Borman here, number 34, and I wouldn't be surprised if we'd see a healthy dose of the Catholic strong man here.
Yeah, you got a power back like him. Mundy looks like he's going to be following the leader here, I believe. You know what they're going to do.
Power eye.
Power eye right up the middle.
And here comes Borman.
Stuffed
at the line of scrimmage by a host of Cougars right there. And a nice play from the defensive front of McLean County.
I wouldn't be surprised if they line up in power eye again. Fake to Borman, pull back, pitch to Mundy in this situation. That's what I would do.
Clancy runs over and gets a play from Coach Jason Morris. We'll see Well, they have 4th and 1 to go on the scoreboard.
That's what the
sticks say. We thought it was a first down up here. And Clancy's going to pitch it out to Braden Mundy. He cuts it back up. He's contacted. And my goodness gracious, brought down at the 5-yard line.
That'll be a turnover on downs. First down Cougars.
Big plays by the McLean County defense.
At least the stick said it was 4th down.
The stick said it was 4th down. Scoreboard said it was 4th down. After the penalty, I thought it was an automatic first down. But nothing was changed. The McLean County offense is heading out onto the field. And Lincoln Clancy and the offense of the Aces is going away.
Yeah, McLean County needed a goal line stand there. They got a goal line stand. I mean, that's a glimmering light of hope for your defense right there. 3:49 still to play in the third quarter. 3-possession ball game. Stranger things have happened.
Got to see if the McLean County offense can get something going here. We've had flashes of momentum only to be snuffed out by penalties. Zach Clayton goes in motion. The ball is given to Andrew Munster running middle, and his legs are churning all the way out to almost the 15-yard line. Brought down at the 14, gain of 9 on the play. Excellent first down run by the senior running back Munster.
And that's what you expect out of Andrew Munster, a senior leader, very low center of gravity halfback like that. He's going to get those yards, and he does not give up easily.
He does not.
He had them legs churning. He was going. A very good pickup, 7 yards. It's put McLean County ahead of the chains here. So I'd like to see a drive here.
All right, got 2 wide left here. It's Morgan Allgood joins Brady Dame out there.
Oh, there might have been an
Quick
offsides
snap.
penalty there.
It was a very quick snap. That was Brody Klein trying to keep it there. And
it looked like one of the Owensboro Catholic players jumped off sides there, but no flag was called.
not much doing on the play. It's going to be 3rd and 1.
Brady Dame lining up out wide to the near sideline.
Klein goes under center. Aces are coming. And the ball is handed away. And a pretty decent push. It looks like plenty for the first down. Couldn't see the ball carrier. If I had to guess, his name is Andrew Munster. And it was first down Cougars here. 2:20 to play in the third quarter. Oh, it was Zach Clayton. Zach Clayton coming off.
Clayton got it in there and got a friendly push from his lineman and picked up that first down. It's a lineman's second duty to make sure that the pile gets pushed because when forward progress stops, that's when the play stops. And as long as your ball carrier's moving, that whistle's not going to blow.
So Klein, he keeps the ball. And looked like he missed the handoff to Munster right there. He's tackled at the 14-yard line. Going to be a loss on the play.
Yes, this is a very quick offense with the wing tee. And anybody can go in motion at just about any time. So that, it looks like Klein has not gotten the timing down just yet. But he'll get there. He's only a freshman.
And that's what it's all about with this offense is timing. And he's done admirably so far being back there as he goes under center, 2nd and 12. And he's going to throw. He looking right. And he has his man. Oh! And Connor Baldwin just drops it. Pretty ball right there thrown up by Brody Klein. Just out of reach of Connor Baldwin.
Very pretty ball.
It's going to bring up 3rd and 12.
Have to see what Coach Wagner dials up here. Yeah, if Connor didn't stop on that play, kept going, he would have had it. But I think, just that little stutter step that he made there messed up his timing.
Kind of turned back to catch it, falling away. If he runs through that ball, he might have a lot of green grass in front of him to boot. So it looks like the officials are coming in for an official timeout. Oh, bad spot there. Respotting of the ball.
We'll take it.
We will take it. I'll take that yard.
Yeah.
And Klein back to pass again. He's flushed out right. He picks up a big block, and he is hit hard right around the 15-yard line. His helmet flying off. Klein is going to have to come off here after losing his helmet on that play. He popped up quick.
Looks like Tyson Howard's going to come in. That'll be our 4th quarterback for the night.
Yeah, but this is for the punt team, unfortunately.
Oh, yeah, there's Hurley. I didn't see him initially. Got to get it out of the end zone. This is a very dangerous place to be.
It is. Actually, back in that district championship game, similar situation. Poor point led to a quick Catholic score, which ended up being our saving grace in that one. But this one's over Hurley's head, and that will be a safety. So the poor snap will tack on 2 extra points for Owensboro Catholic as we're setting up to send this one back to Owensboro Catholic. We will take this time to thank our sponsors of the McLean County Sports Network. Very much appreciate you, and we will be right back. All right, so we are back, folks. And bad snap there on the punt led to the safety for the Aces. And it's going to be a punt here from Hurley, a free kick following the safety. And he kicks it out. It's fielded at the 45 by Monroe, and he has a lane up the middle. He's tackled from behind. Gets almost to the 35, to the 36-yard line of McLean County, and that's where Catholic will set up for this drive.
Yeah, it's a beautiful punt. Really high arcing. That definitely, you could hear the Owensboro Catholic sideline with the Peter call. Means it's going to be a shallow punt to get away from it. Don't make contact because McLean County could have taken possession on that play.
All right, so 2 wide both ways. Clancy's looking to throw right, and he has Mundy. Mundy trying to get away from Brady Dame. He cannot, and he is brought down at the 30-yard line. Pick up a 5 on the play, and it looks like that's going to be the end of the third quarter. And the score is Owensboro Catholic 23, McLean County 0 here at Still Stadium. I'm going to stay with you and give just a personal message for each of our sponsors. Muster Funeral Home, located in Livermore and Calhoun, Kentucky. Funeral directors since 1855. Thank you so much for your support of the McLean County Sports Network this year. Rings Asphalt and Ceiling, located in Calhoun, Kentucky. Call owner-operator Nathan Ring for any of your asphalt and ceiling needs, and you might get lucky. Aaron Ring, co-broadcaster of the McLean County Sports Network, who should be back here in a couple of weeks up in the booth with myself. You might get lucky and get Aaron out there working on your parking lot for you. Charlie and Me Dog Grooming, located in Livermore, Kentucky. Charlie and Me is your one-stop shop for all things dog grooming. My wife and I take our dogs, Kingston and Griffey, there, and Jill does an outstanding job every time at an affordable price. B.F. Evans Ford, your source for new Fords and used cars, located in Livermore, Kentucky. And then, And then a new sponsor, Hand Therapy Plus Total Body Rehab, located in Owensboro, Kentucky, close to Great Harvest Bread. skilled occupational physical therapists. They do everything from cupping to dry needling. Go see them for all of your physical and occupational therapy needs as Lincoln Clancy hands the ball off. That's Hunter Monroe running up the middle. And he is tackled. He gets out across the 25, no, right at the 25-yard line. It's going to be enough for the first down for Catholic as they got out there and on the ball and wanted to get going quick here in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, that Hunter Monroe is going to be something to see here in a couple of years. I mean, looking at the stat sheet right now, he's 6 foot 175 as a sophomore, or as a freshman, excuse me. That kid's got 3 more years of football left in him. That kid's going to be somebody to look for here in these next couple of seasons.
Looks like he has some really good speed. He's shown several good runs here tonight as Clancy's looking to throw right, and he is sacked. I think James Hurley got there first, and then Gabe Whitmer finished him off.
And this is something that McLean County should have been doing all night long, is making sure Clancy is under pressure. The past 3 teams that Catholic has played has not put very much pressure on him. He's been able to do whatever he wants back there. McLean County really should have pressed the issue of blitzing.
And there's a whistle before the play. And it's going to be
false start on Owensboro Catholic.
False start on the Aces. So back him up again. It's going to be 2nd and 17 here for Catholic. So after the sack and the penalty, Catholic finds himself in a second and very long situation here.
Looks like Catholic's going to line up in a shotgun formation with not a pistol formation with everybody everywhere.
Going pistol. Out. And Lincoln Clancy is setting up the screen. That's Braden Mundy, and he's got a full head of steam running right. Big block on that side. And Braden Mundy is brought down inside the 10-yard line down to about the 7 or 8-yard line of the Cougars. So set up the slip screen. Braden Mundy takes it all the way across the field and back up the sideline for another big gain. And when Mundy gets a full head of steam, I mean, that kid, he can motor.
Yeah, you got to be thinking that they were drawing up something for Mundy. So they had a lot of yards to gain.
First and goal from the 7, and the ball is capped right there by Lincoln Clancy, it looked like. And a lot of frustration on top of this booth.
I think a chair is fixing to go through it.
And I'm not exactly sure. They're going to call a personal foul there. And it looked to me, which there's a glare, so I couldn't tell if Clancy kept that ball or if he did, in fact, hand it to Monroe.
I couldn't see it watching through the camera here, but I believe he might have handed it off and might have been some incidental contact with the quarterback there that would warrant the personal foul penalty.
So Mundy running out right, and he's going to walk into the end zone. Touchdown, Owensboro Catholic. So here with 10:10 to play in the fourth quarter, Catholic extends their lead to 29-0. Extra point upcoming.
Yeah, Mundy on that counter play just had a free shot to walk into the end zone there, and he's an athlete that if you make mistakes, he will make you pay for them.
So Payne, perfect on the year on extra points. This one is up, and it is good.
So he will stay perfect on the year.
And that is 30-0 Owensboro Catholic as Braden Mundy scores another touchdown this evening. We're in the McLean County Sports Network. We're brought to you by a lot of fine people located in both Owensboro, Livermore, and Calhoun, Kentucky. We'll share this with you, and we'll be right back. All right, folks, and we are back here at Still Stadium. McLean County trailing Owensboro Catholic 30-0 here with 10 minutes to play in the fourth quarter. Ball is kicked to Connor Baldwin. He fields it at the 16-yard line, and he's trying to cut it back middle and gets out to the 35-yard line. Decent return right there by the senior. And that's where we're going to set up shop here. 10:02 to play here in the fourth quarter.
You know, there's a lot of positive takeaways you can still make from this game tonight. First three games are all in the books. Catholic games number 4. McLean County's going to take a week off next week, and then we'll come back, and then we'll play Todd Central at home. I haven't checked the scores, so I don't know what's going on in between that Todd County and Hancock County game tonight. But, Owensboro Catholic is a very tough opponent. We saw this last year early in the year.
Tyson Howard now in at quarterback. He hands the ball off to Connor Baldwin, who gets out to the 44-yard line. It's going to be right at the sticks. Looks like it may be enough for the first down. We'll check the spot here, and they will move. They'll move the chains. First down Cougars. 10-yard run by Connor Baldwin. As I mentioned, number 4, Tyson Howard in there at quarterback now, the 4th quarterback to go under center for McLean County tonight. So with Matthew Miller out, the next couple of weeks will be a time when hopefully he can rehab and get healthy, but if not, it's going to be a time when Coach Wagner has to figure out who his quarterback is going to be moving forward.
Yeah, and as we go into district play, like I was saying a second ago, one game doesn't just set the tone.
And the fumble is picked up, and that is the freshman, Hunter Monroe. And
back like you were saying a second ago, Tyson Howard, this is our 4th quarterback of the game. Tiny mental errors, first game jitters. These are factors that certainly play into this. You hate to see it. The young man's going to think about it all night going on to next week. He got the keys to the car, and then he went out and
fumbled.
All
right, Clancy throws out right, and that is caught. That was number 18, Reed Clark on the reception. That's a freshman, and nice-looking freshman right there, too, to go along with Hunter Monroe, as it's going to be another first down for Owensboro Catholic. And 8:50 to play. Morris is still throwing the ball. So, again, okay, there we go. Hunter Monroe stuck at the line of scrimmage. And I believe James Hurley started that. And Connor Baldwin and Wesley Wells finished him off. But, this was definitely Catholic coming into this one. They were
ready for it.
They had to feel like this was a payback game. After last November, that district championship game, there had to be a sour taste in a lot of these guys' mouths, and they came out ready to play. As Clancy takes a snap, and he's looking middle, he's looking left, he throws, and he hits. That's number 18, Hunter Small, and he is tackled just outside the 10-yard line. And another catch for the big senior tight end, Hunter Small, who is also a very good baseball player, first baseman and pitcher for the Aces baseball team. He is going to Olney Central. He's going to Olney Central to pitch, and show proven to be a pretty solid tight end there. As it's going to be 1st and 10 from the McLean County 12-yard line here. 7:40 to play in the game. Clancy in the shotgun.
Twins right, both sides. Looks like Catholic's going to burn a timeout here. A little confusion. So it's 7:34 to play in the ball game. Catholic's going to take their first charge timeout of the second half. Heath, like we were saying earlier, the district's wide open this year. We said it at the first game of the year. McLean County got all the hype for the year, but Catholics came out, kind of a revenge game for that district championship last year. You know, the second time that McLean County's ever beat Owensboro Catholic in school history.
Yeah, they came out ready to go tonight. I mean, Owensboro Catholic, they seemed like the poised team early on. McLean County, who's been kind of stuck in a rut, particularly in first halves so far this year, came out much of the same. Last week at Hopkins Central, we saw more of a complete game out of the Cougars, but still had a sloppy start there.
Just slow out of the gate.
Slow out of the gate. A lot of room to grow. Regardless of what happens here, we saw a lot of positive things negated by some silly things. And Clancy sets up the screen. A little flea flicker, and it is.
Oh, it's the hook and ladder.
Or hook and ladder. I'm sorry, and it was slightly effective.
That's the one where you run downfield and act like you're lost.
Yes.
For those Varsity Blues fans sitting at home.
Oh, that's great.
The infamous Billy Bob play.
Looking
NASCAR offense with Jason Morris.
Yeah, he's trying to put points up, man. He was embarrassed back in November, so he feels that the same as Clancy scrambling around, showing his legs.
Flag on the play.
Flag on the play in the backfield. Pass is caught.
Illegal man downfield.
And that was Everett Muncie on the reception, but I believe it's going to be for naught.
At least that's what Sean Williams is indicating. Oh, he said it was a personal foul, illegal touching. I think that's what that means.
I think that's,
touching the top of the head?
Yeah, I'll go with it, man. You know, I'm really not sure. You're the rules official in the booth, so it's going to bring up a second and very long situation for Catholic here. As they are backed
Ineligible receiver downfield. I knew I was.
Okay, ineligible receiver downfield. They're backed all the way up to the 26-yard line here on second down. And they have to gain.
I didn't think that was a personal foul, though, but whatever.
Yeah, they have to get to about the 3-yard line. So Clancy rolling left. He squares back up and throws middle. And that's Braden Mundy on the reception. Just outruns everyone and slides on the reception in the end zone. It'll be a touchdown Catholic. Extend their lead out to 36-0, extra point pending.
After that, we're going to have a running clock here at Still Stadium. Yeah, your safety there in that situation has got to be playing in center field. What I mean by that is nobody behind him. He's got to go out there and get that ball.
Now, I think a lot of our problems, particularly in the secondary, is we get caught up, really get caught up watching the quarterback and what they're going to do. We've done it the last 3 games. And not really paying attention to where those receivers are. So here with 6:31 to play in this ball game, Owensboro Catholic extends that lead out 37-0 over your McLean County Cougars. We're going to take a quick break and thank our sponsors here with the McLean County Sports Network, and we will be right back. All right, folks, and Owensboro Catholic about to kick it back to McLean County.
I wouldn't be surprised if they try to kick an onside kick here.
Wouldn't surprise me, as it's a Baldwin combo back there deep. And it is kicked to Connor Baldwin, and he cannot catch it. He picks it up at the 3-yard line. He's trying to get up the right sideline, but a lot of green jerseys. He's tackled at the 15, tackled awfully high. No flags thrown on the play. And
yeah, you got to think that's at least a horse collar. Horse collar is typically grabbing around the nameplate or above the shoulders. It wouldn't typically be called a face mask penalty, but I definitely expect that to be a horse collar penalty for sure. But looks like McLean County's not going to catch that break
No, not a whole lot of breaks going our way tonight, but as you know, the old saying goes, you create your own luck. As Brody Klein is back out as the quarterback for McLean County, and I'd say of the three that have gone back there since Matthew Miller was injured, Brody has looked the best. He's the youngest, and you expect mistakes, but he's looked the most comfortable back there as he hands the ball off middle. I believe that was Andrew Munster running, and a pickup of about 5 on the play as he rumbles out to the 20-yard line is where, yes, they are going to spot it, and that's going to bring up 2nd and 10. Andrew Munster, Zach Clayton, and Connor Baldwin all coming off the field now as Coach Wagner looks to get a younger backfield in there for the final 5 minutes of this game. As Drew mentioned, we do have running clock here for the remainder of this one.
And you hate to see it. I don't believe anybody expected this to happen tonight, but guess what? It did. Football players, they have to have short memory, and I'm sure McLean County wants to forget this game tonight.
All right, so Klein takes a snap, and he was tripped up, possibly by one of his own linemen right there. I know a lot of times when linemen step back, that is a result. Not watching yourself. It's going to bring up 3rd and 7 for the Cougars here. And yeah, just a rough night at the football field for McLean County. But like you said, short memory. And last season, we suffered quite the defeat against Owensboro Catholic early on. Was able to turn that thing around and turn it into a district championship. So Lucas Mosey lumbers out to the 25-yard line, close to a first down right there, and takes a couple of Catholic defenders with him. As Lucas is a load.
Going to pick up a first down, too.
I think we are going to pick up a first down. And
yeah, Lucas Mosey is going to be a stud, guys. I remember watching him play in middle school, and he was even mowing people down then. And I knew he was going to be a special player.
If he starts getting the touches. We've seen flashes tonight, both of him and Zach Clayton, but not heavy doses. And we'll see what we look like in 2 weeks if those two get into the mix a little bit more. As Klein sends Elijah Baldwin in motion, he gives it back to Lucas Mosey, and he breaks a couple of tackles, almost broke it, gets out to the 39-yard line, pick up a 14 on the play, and again, Lucas, he's a hard runner and extremely strong sophomore, and looking for more from him as this season progresses.
Yeah, he's a player I like to call country strong. Like, you see these guys that would be just big and jacked, and then you look at somebody like Mosey, you look at him, he's nothing special, but he carries more than his weight.
Yes, he does. As a 1st and 10 here from their own 38-yard line. And Klein gives it back to Mosey. And again, the first guy that meets him cannot bring him down, gets out to the 42-yard line, a solid 4-yard carry. And a lot of promising things here late. As we mentioned, we saw a lot of promising things from the Cougars late in the second quarter and then early in the third quarter, only to be negated by some tough penalties, some bad mistakes, and wouldn't allow us to really cut into that Owensboro Catholic lead. Klein goes under center, 2nd and 5. He sends Elijah Baldwin in motion. The ball is given back to Lucas Mosey, running middle again. And he's out close to the first down. Depending on the spot, he might have picked it up.
Looks like we're going to get a healthy spot, but...
Yep, they're going to give it to him. Definitely a healthy spot there. Here, 1:36 remaining in this one. So we both came into this game 3-0 on the year. A lot of question marks as to which team would kind of rise to the top and become the cream of the crop in Class 2A District 2. And for this time, we're halfway through the season, but at this time, Owensboro Catholic is that team. Brody Klein sends Elijah Baldwin in motion, and the ball is given to middle. That's Andrew Munster still in there. He gets out across the 50-yard line. And some pushing and shoving going on there in the pile. He gets out across the 50, and they're going to spot it right at the 50. And
Looks like we're probably going to, we're going to have to get one more play out here with 45 seconds to go in the ball game.
It'll be one more play. Yes, and that will take us down below the on the play clock. So Brody goes under center. Sends Will Taylor in motion, and they're going to give it to Andrew Munster, running middle again. And another solid run for Munster, and that should do it as Coach Wagner
walking out past the hashes.
Starting to walk out there to congratulate Jason Morris. The game ball is thrown back over to McLean County, and that'll do it, folks. 37-30. Owensboro Catholic puts it on the McLean County Cougars, 37-0 here at Still Stadium. Drew, like you said, we have next week we have fall break. We have a week to regroup, rest, and before we get into the second half of this season. And a lot of playoff implications in the back half of the season, particularly in these first two matchups with Todd County Central on the 16th and Hancock County on the 23rd. Both of those games taking place at Paulson Stadium.
Yeah, I'd like to say that this game doesn't matter, but it does matter to our players. It does matter on the record books. I'm hoping we can meet these guys back again in the playoffs and kind of have a little end-of-the-year redemption. But it was just a slow start for the Cougars. Got in a hole that we couldn't get out of, and the score reflects it. Injuries were very crucial. You lose your starting senior quarterback. That's not going to do you any favors. You have a lot of young guys coming in there. Having 4 different quarterbacks in a game is not going to help out anybody, especially whenever you're using these pups. I mean, people that are underclassmen, that this is their first game. They know there's a lot of pressure, and they're going to succumb to that pressure, and there's going to be difficulties with that. But a lot of positive things that can be taken from this ball game that I'd like to see the Cougars take into fall break. Those first 3 weeks are very grueling. They've waited all summer for it. I'm hoping that Coach Wagner and his coaching staff, after fall break, coming against the play Todd County in the district ball game, comes out and has a little bit of redemption and kind of rights the ship.
Yes, sir, but it's a tough one, but we have time to fix all of this. We started out 0-3 last year and had a lot of magic left in that season. So for the McLean County Sports Network, that's going to be all for us this evening. We will be back here in 2 weeks as the Cougars take on Todd County Central at Paulson Stadium. We want to give one more quick shout-out to all of our sponsors here before we go, and have a safe, fun fall break, and we'll see you later.